Pretty good. I got a pocket full of sunshine.
Pocket full of sunshine.
Yeah, that's shout out to the last episode.
That's right. We did do a little Tasha Benningfield on that episode. Tim, you're here again. I don't know. Is it Christmas? I don't understand. You are in my presence yet again for like the fourth time.
I'm just saying, I really meant it when I said I wanted to see you more this year.
You sure did. This was an unexpected gathering.
It's unexpected yet beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Just like my birth.
Your birth was beautiful?
Yes, of course it was.
Yeah.
I came.
And what do you think? What do you think was so beautiful about that birth?
Well, first of all, it was me.
True.
Second
Fact.
of all, it was my mother.
Mother's good people. I agree. Yes.
And third of all, like, my name's Timothy. I'm honored by God.
Wow.
It's a thing.
Well, I'm glad you were birthed and it was beautiful.
Yes.
So you know what, Tim? I don't want to lie to the audience, and I'm not going to lie to you.
Never.
I'm kind of struggling today. I'm struggling a little bit. You know
what's going on?
So, family. You know, family.
Can't relate.
Family. Tim's got jokes. Tim's got dark jokes.
Just like my skin.
Oh my God. Well, now I can't complain about anything, Tim.
No, you complain about those family members. Who did that to you?
No, I don't want to name names. I mean, I know they don't listen to the podcast, but
say their names.
Say their names.
No, I'm just playing.
Being the middle child that I am, the middle only boy.
Yes.
I get to play referee a lot.
Happens.
I get to play umpire.
You're good at it.
I suppose I've been training my whole life for it, so yes, I have a lot of experience with it. But it takes its toll, you know.
Yeah.
Biting your tongue and not saying exactly what you want to say in maybe the not nice way you want to say it in the moment.
Ooh, that tongue blood is horrible.
Yeah, just copper in my mouth and
batteries.
So. I just had a little bit of that today without getting into the nitty gritty. I love my family.
We do, right?
Yeah, I do love them, and
the love can be there and the hate can be present as well sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there not very many people who can get on my good and bad side like the ones I love.
When you know where the buttons are, you push them very well.
They know. And like some of my family members, I am also hot and cold. I am very capable of just saying, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
I'm very capable of saying, you know what, it's been 40 years, we gave it a shot.
Those West Virginia Chronicles.
You gotten it good for me before.
I'm still hurt.
You're still reeling. So I'm capable of just being like, I don't want to put up with this anymore. So True. Adios. And I've never like come out and said that to family. I don't want to be that person, especially when I'm in a elevated moment. I know that's not like my resting
state. It's
not
always there.
It's
like
not,
your homeostasis is pretty like calm,
and that's what it is. My homeostasis is calmness. So when that is affected, and I want to run back to calmness, I'm willing to cut ties and drop numbers.
I want to run from you.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Child.
Yeah.
Listen, not only you, but I have other friends who speak of, and their family, and we're millennials and we're growing up and we have our own things going on, and I'm just gonna say I don't envy y'all. I really don't. Like I don't envy just because of the person that I am, and I want to be left alone a lot. couldn't do it. Couldn't be me because the idea of me picking up the phone is too much at this point. So kudos.
Yeah, and I don't want to be the person that sees the number and doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person. And I'm not that person currently. Luckily, again, we're millennials and most of our friends have gotten the it's a text.
Oh,
if
girl.
you call,
don't call.
It better be a fire.
Or you are. There's only 3 people that can be calling me. They are all my favorites.
Yep.
And they can call me at any time of any day.
Really?
And none of them are actually my family members.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I'm, and they know not to call. Like they text too. Like,
but it does make me wonder. Like, I'm the one not setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
How much of this is my fault for not speaking up? Do you know what I mean? Like I've let this behavior happen.
Yes.
And I've not said, when you do this, it upsets me. So I would like to change this behavior and do something different with our relationship when this happens. I've not spoken up because I'm a coward. I don't really want to do that.
No, I think it's just a muscle that you haven't used ever in your life.
No.
So it's not something that you have the language for. At the time, you can say it to me right now.
I don't have the language and the tact.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, the thing about that is like tact. I don't think tact is real because it's all about perception. It doesn't matter what I say or like how I say it. How you take it is how it's going to be for you.
Be perceived. Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things that I say that are very rude and out of control, but people love me to death, so they just take it in a way.
You get away with murder. You get away with straight up shank.
But the thing about it is, I have boundaries.
You do, and that's something I think that, especially since everything.
Yeah.
And I think some of that was out of survival.
Yeah.
Like just literally.
I mean, like 96% of it was out of survival.
Right.
But the other 4%. It really is a muscle that I like consistently use.
Yeah.
For myself and others. I hold myself to the same standard.
Right.
But at the same time, like if it's bothering me, it's not gonna stay too much longer.
Yeah.
Like just because it's not serving me in any way. But I don't know what it's like to like have people that you grew up with in your life. So
sure. I see maybe careful here. I do see examples of this in other people's relationships with their families. Like it is not uncommon for these people to be over here in this corner having this conversation about these other people and like just venting about things that you don't want to say in front of the person. Like talking behind people's back is obviously a very common thing, but a lot of it is to save the person's emotions and to vent.
It is.
And so what I'm experiencing is not necessarily uncommon. It's mostly
you're just the only person that
I'm kind of the only person who is available to take it.
So there are 4 different corners and you're in the middle of all of them. So
at most times, yeah. And here's the other thing. I would feel even less irritated about it if there were other things included besides the complaining.
Yeah. If there was another part of your relationship.
Yeah. I tend to just be the therapist, and it's like I wish and again some of this is also on me. I'm not throwing it takes 2 to have a relationship, so I wish that sometimes I would get a call about like the other things that are going on in their life.
Yeah.
Or some positive things or some other things that are just not based off the relationships with other people that they're frustrated with. But that tends to be like what I'm getting.
Well, what I will task you with is...
What you got, Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil.
Sorry, that came out and I knew it was wrong immediately.
I'm fat, but I'm not that.
Sorry.
Oh, Wilmar, please make something about because that was actually good. I'm fat, but I'm not that.
That is guys. If you get a chance, We'll try to find his handle before we get off here. I think it's Wilmar Studios.
Yes,
maybe?
I think it is.
Will is such a talented artist, and Will's been like rocking with us since day one.
We love you so much, Will.
Yeah, every so often we'll just open our Instagram and Will's like drawn Tim in some beautiful magical way.
Oh my god!
And gotten a quote. He makes Tim sound like his Oprah with all these quotes.
Listen, one of these
pictures.
days, somebody like famous is gonna take one of those.
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
and
well,
post it as like, I don't know, a chubby thought.
Yeah,
but like. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to tell them that Wilmar did it.
Oh, I don't want to forget about bringing something else up, but you were going to say you were going to task me with something. Sorry.
Oh, yes. I'm going to task you with not when they call, but you make the effort and call them with something other than complaining.
I need to instigate.
Like, go to a lunch with them. And like, yes, they may, pack on all the bad or whatever, but encourage something else.
Yeah, give them space to.
Because if all they call you with negative is that's all they know.
Yeah, it's their muscle response too. That's a good point. I agree with that and appreciate the advice.
So, but it still ain't right. So
thank you, bitch. Bitch.
Yes.
Bitch. I hope you know what I'm about to talk about.
Fish.
So here's my new rule. My new rule is that if celebrities like our pictures, that means we're best friends with them.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I know that was like, what the hell?
Tim, tell these bitches.
Okay, first of all, when I opened my Instagram and Bob the drag queen liked my picture, my profile picture. If you don't know, I'm on Instagram. I am Tim Carter. You can look it up. It is just I was on cloud 11. Like it was so good. I was just like, Bob, oh my God, I can't believe you love me like this. Even though, like, he literally probably was scrolling and being like, oh, somebody's wearing my thing.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Bob's been having a rough week.
He has.
And shout out to his mama and his family who are coming through it. They're on the back end and seem to be doing okay now, which is great.
Thoughts and good wishes and prayers if you believe it.
Yeah. But Bob was in it in the middle of this week, and so it was during this time that he found the time to like Monsieur Tim's photo. So I like to imagine he was in the hospital, sitting there with his mama, checking on her. He's looking for some Insta love, and he goes through and he sees your beautiful face.
Oh my God!
Rocking his dress.
I cannot. I would listen. The way that I love that garment.
It's beautiful, and it's beautiful on you.
It's a beautiful garment, and also like it just hits. It allows the light to hit me in ways that like make me feel seen, if that makes sense, by like nature. Mm-hmm. So like I appreciate the garment in that, but also to know that like it's truly something I love wearing.
Yeah.
And it's truly a well-made, well-intentioned piece of almost art that I just love. And the fact that like he was going through a hard time, and maybe he just happened to see my things, and it maybe gave him a smile, and maybe he showed it to his mom, and
he's like, look at this boy, look at this guy in my pretty dress.
Yeah, and mom is doing much better now. Yeah. So I'm very happy about that. I also was, praying and doing my things in those efforts earlier this week too. Because I really enjoy Bob. I actually was thinking about this as I was watching his explanation about the past week's occurrences.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy them, but I'm emotionally invested in their life, like a little bit, which is, listen, I understand it's a parasocial thing. He don't know me.
Yeah.
I don't know him truly. I don't know the family, but when I like saw the picture of him holding his mother's hand, like I immediately
triggered.
just started like weeping.
Yeah,
but
same.
then I also started praying. Like I just was like, I can't do anything to like physically help, but metaphysically I'm going to war with everything that is out there that we don't know about that could hurt us. I'm going to heal. I'm coming through with my healing powers and everything that I can do. And if you believe in that, great. And if not, then like just know that I'm positively thinking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I had a strong emotional response too. Bob is one of those who's very honest about his atheism, and that's not the path that he walks.
Yeah.
But when he is posting saying, if you guys don't mind, Mom wouldn't mind this, like I'm like, oh God. If Bob's allowing this conversation to happen, with his thoughts and feelings, I know that he must be going through it. So I'm glad that
we are
doing
coming
okay.
out on the other end of it, and just know that like here at Cub and Chub, we support Bob the Drag Queen, especially Monet Exchange, the sibling rivalry.
You would love to support Monet Exchange.
I would support you in any way you would allow me to. Miss Exchange,
Ooh.
Mr. Kevin. I'm willing to become a Bertone.
A what? Oh, what? A Bertone?
A
Burton.
A Burton.
A Burton. Her Bertone. I'm like, oh no, is that something? I don't know.
No, he's a bass or she's a bass, and I adore it. And I just want to support her in everything that she does. But, yeah, we love you guys, and we pray and give you all the good, positive energy. But yeah, it was a very good day.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good few hours, and then it got trashed by all the shit that I've been going through this week. But we're not going to talk about that because it's over.
It's over.
And I'm going to start work on Monday. I'm super nervous about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be in Atlanta, right?
That's right.
And not only am I going to be in a place that is a huge pond, but it's filled with all the other rainbow fish. So I'm not going to sparkle as much.
Oh.
Hi. No. Alexa.
I think our food is here, which would be the fastest delivery that ever happened.
I'm just saying, I hope it's like finished. I hope it's like well made.
Tim, entertain our guests. I'll be right back.
Well, near, far, hopefully the pizza is good.
A few moments later.
Let's finish up and then we'll eat, because I want to have pizza while we watch Mirage heel clack.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this third episode for this season with you, where the queens are finally going to meet.
I know. It's kind of like us. It's like I was on one episode and you're on the other episode. Mm-hmm. Wait, you're not. You didn't put up a picture last week of just you. Why?
I didn't. And I forgot that was what we were going to do, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And then, you want to get into this on here about us doing things for the podcast that we may have not done when asked to do?
Listen, I just want you to be shown as just as much as I'm shown.
We're gonna do
if
hands.
not more.
We're gonna do hands. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will accept.
Oh,
that.
we can do hands because you can hear mine. You can hear mine.
You really can't. Mine don't do that. Yeah. The last week's episode was just our beautiful logo by Nick Morelli. Hello, Nick.
Hi, Nikki. So, I wonder, does he mind me calling him Nikki?
I don't.
I mean, we've never met, but
never
like,
met. I know Nick, but I don't know him intimately. I don't know that he has an issue with Nikki. I've called him Nikki in passing as like.
I just call him Nikki because he's cute, and I'm just like, oh.
He's good. I call him Nikolai. I give it a little Russian. I'm like, oh, Nikolai.
Oh, well,
Oh. Okay.
I mean, no,
Anywho.
like that's a common name for you.
Can I tell you another weird thing that happened to me this week?
Always
You sure?
positive.
I'm going to try to remember and use fake names because I don't want to upset people.
Yes.
So, my best friend, who we will go by the name of
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. We'll call him Bart for short.
Yeah.
So me and Bart were best friends in high school, and Bart had a best friend who we will call Bart and
Anna.
Bart and Anna. Love it. So Bart and Anna are best friends all through middle school. Me and Bart become close through classes, and kind of become this trio. Really, there's 4 of us, but I'm going to leave the 4th person out because time and editing for the script. But Bart and Annie, Bart, Annie, and I are friends, but through various scenarios, me and Bart become really close friends through the band and things like that. And Annie falls to the wayside for whatever reason, for various reasons.
I mean, it happens.
It happens. Annie at the time was not thrilled about that situation, and made that known. And me and Annie had a tumultuous relationship, to say the least, because of that. So during high school, there were things that were rumored about me and Bart because I was queer and Bart wasn't. I think Annie may have played into some of those rumors because of the questions that were happening and also some of the anger that was happening. And I wasn't helping because I was hopelessly in love with Bart. So it's all very complicated. So ultimately, me and Bart are good friends. Annie is an acquaintance, but has kind of fallen away, and with a troubled relationship. Fast forward a few years, and Bart has moved cross country, leaving me and Annie to figure out, like, do we have a relationship without this person?
Yeah.
Do we want to have a relationship without this person? And for a long time, me and Annie really gave it a shot. We spent time together. We hung out, stayed over at their place a lot, got trashed, college time, and because they were in Blacksburg. And so here's where it gets weird. Me and Annie had a huge falling out eventually, and I don't remember why. It was so long ago, and things are so blurry. I don't know why I lost their number, but I didn't have it anymore. We just, something was said, we got upset about something, and I was like, you know what? We've been trying at this. The person who brought us together is not here anymore. This isn't working. We're going to move on.
So like all of the time you've been just trying to make the friendship work, like it wasn't like a true friendship.
That's the thing. I think that we did have a true friendship, but it was started from this basis.
Okay.
The flooring of the foundation was shaky, and so we were always trying to get over our feelings about what happened, and it was tough. And we were kids. We were teenagers, early 20s. Like it was a tough time. So around 2007, lost his number. We're moving on. Have not talked to them in 14, 15 years. I get a text. Were you here the night it happened?
Yeah.
You were here the night it happened. Sorry, you visited so much I can't remember. Sorry, you're been around, which you're usually not. I forgot that you were here when this happened. Annie texted me while you were here on the couch with me, and I went. And I thought it was spam. I thought somebody was like pretending to be them and got my number online because they were texting my DJ number, which is like a business number.
Oh, okay.
So I thought, hey, it's Annie. How you doing? I'm like, Annie wouldn't.
Yeah.
Annie ain't trying
Annie
to call
don't
me.
know me.
Annie don't know me. And come to find out, it was Annie. And Annie was trying to get a hold of Bart. So along with me, Annie had not talked to Bart in almost 20 years. And so I helped bridge that gap. I got him the number, thinking that was that. because again, like, thanks.
You just got what you needed.
You asked me for something. This is what you needed. Nothing personal. Hope life is good.
Yeah.
We're moving on. And
you already got a best friend now.
And we don't need to go into this, but Annie has had a tragic life.
Oh.
Has lost, like, I will start crying. So I love Annie and sympathize with Annie, and the fact, in very similar circumstances, the fact that they are upright and functional is a miracle.
Yeah.
So Annie seems to be doing okay. They just want Bart's number. Thanks for reaching out. Miss you, love you, bye. Annie called me 2 days later, and I had this moment. I was like,
"Oh, girl,
it's been so long.
Yeah,
we're good. We're good.
But
you know,
are we?
But we've left it. We've
like it's
there's,
done.
There's nothing. I don't have.
It's not that you're good. You're just done.
We're just done. We don't need to start this chapter. And I'm sitting on the couch with Al when he calls, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick this up. And Al didn't at the time didn't know who this was, and so I was like, I'll be back. So I pick up the phone. Tim, it is like I'm 17, going to a concert with one of my buddies again. We picked up right where we left off. They're married. They've got 2 kids. Like, they're doing very well. Like, personally, like, they're in a space that I didn't imagine they would be, and they definitely weren't when I last saw them.
Yeah.
So, like, we caught up on, like, what they've been doing. He had very beautiful things to say about me and our relationship, and also, like, the things that he may have done that he regrets in college. Like, it was a genuine phone call of, like, it's so good to hear you. I'm really sorry. And
wow,
it was really sweet. And I didn't, and I could tell he had thought about it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really prepared to, like, it's not that I didn't want to meet him halfway. I was like, I don't know where we're going.
You didn't
with
know.
this.
Yeah, you didn't know what
to
it was
expect.
out of the blue.
Yeah. And so it was this really beautiful moment connecting with this person that, like, I have core memories with as a kid.
Yeah.
Who was really important to me and meant a lot to me at a certain point in my life, who we lost contact with and just kind of assumed, like, it was what it was.
Yeah.
And I don't think about him negatively. I haven't in a very long time, and I don't carry any grudge. So it was nice to connect with him and know, like, when everything is settled, there's love there.
Yeah.
I was like, it was really good. So if you're out there and you're not picking up the phone for somebody, or you're worried about making a connection to somebody you've lost, give it a shot. You never know. If you're ready.
Well, I like to, like, circle back to these boundary things, because that's what boundaries can do for you. It's like, when you're not serving me, go about your life and do what you need to do. So if you do come back and circle back, you can be whole and happy for our relationship.
For this relationship.
Or if it's supposed to be a relationship that you continue into adulthood, sometimes you do need to take that break.
Yeah, and we needed that break. We, just like Bart, who left, like, he needed to pursue a life outside of that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I had to grow, and I think me and Annie were trying to stay together and grow together. And
because both of y'all had a similar hurt.
We had a similar hurt. We wanted this nostalgic aspect of, like, this thing to happen.
Yeah,
and it's like, we gotta grow separately, and we have. And he's nearby. That's the other thing. Not to give out information, but he's not far. We might, like, meet up, and we're gonna take it very slow. But there's an opportunity to, like, meet up soon, grab a drink, say hello.
Awesome.
I'm like, oh. He's also a redhead, so he's kind of a cutie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, I love me a redhead.
Are you gonna be another Uncle Bear?
I'm not taking any more children, but
my God, you have a lot of nieces and nephews.
I'm an Uncle Bear to many. So
speaking of uncle, I'm a new uncle.
Someone is a new uncle.
I am.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I just feel I feel a masculine energy over this child. So, like,
oh, that's not what I meant. I hope you know that's not what I meant. You guys can't see this because it's not a video podcast, but Tim,
this is the thing.
Okay.
Bear loves to, like, taunt me.
Taunt you about what?
About the next generation, for some reason, like, he says that I'm ageist over old people. He's ageist over young people.
Listeners,
so, like,
listeners,
I just want you to know that I am. Is it not an uncle?
Can we talk about, like, we have a Jacob that's supposed to, like, tally for Bob and Monet whenever, like, Jacob, pull up the video, show the evidence, and there's nobody here. But I'm like, pull up the evidence. We need a Bob
the Drag Queen videos person. Listeners, if you want to start making, like, videos about the times that Bear has lied, or that
Tim has been blatantly ageist and scared to be honest about age and
or
numbers.
That Bear has, like, left me out to dry with a comment or 2 or 30.
Well.
Yeah, just start making the tallies and putting them up on YouTube. You could really, like, do something. But thank you for ruining that moment.
I was gonna say this was your moment.
You ruined my moment.
That's right,
and that's fine.
Because you're uncle.
Is it not uncle?
It is an uncle. Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're doing here.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna do that to you. I would not do that to you.
People. My actual niece had a baby, so I am a great uncle. It is what it is.
You're a great
but
uncle.
But is it not an uncle?
It is an uncle.
So what I don't understand is when I say I'm a new uncle, why did you have to come for my neck like that? Like, I don't understand, but that's fine. I understand that there will be haters in your midst.
I appreciate the truth.
There's so many gems coming out here. There's just so many gems today. Yeah. There will be haters in your midst that you think are family. And you just keep going, baby. You keep shining.
Shine through.
Keep giving your all.
Like a diamond.
Even when you feel as though you've been slighted, you give your 110%. And you will never. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, Tim, I think we've got pizza waiting for us.
Yes. So I'm hungry.
Yep,
and
me too.
I have, pizza from the Papa.
That's right. Sponsor us. You got anybody you want to shout out this week?
I'd like to shout out Luca. He is an artist.
Ooh.
And he has a song called Some Days. And it has really gotten me through parts of this week that were a little slightly unbearable. And I just really appreciate it. So, yeah, Luca. I want to shout him out.
Nice.
But yeah, who do you want to shout out?
I want to shout out Trans Jam RVA. Again, that's Trans Jam RVA. Mm-hmm. They are an organization that makes delicious jams that are run by various people on the LGBTQIA plus spectrum, transgender individuals, gay, queer, everybody, and they're amazing. And they also have been tapping me for opportunities to DJ and be a part of their group, part of their family. So just want to say, love you guys, Trans Jam RVA. Thank you so much.
I saw your picture on there. I was like, oh, look at
I forgot about that photo. I was like, oh, they found that photo and posted it. I was like, oh, you went digging, and I forgot about that photo. I mean,
it's a good photo.
It's a great photo that you took.
I mean,
you did take that photo.
These days.
What's making you live?
What's making me live is the fact that my car is now inspected.
Woo!
And the fact that I can fully go to Atlanta now and be and stay there for a little bit. Because an 8-hour drive is too much.
Yeah.
In 1 and 2 a days.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I'm excited, living for the journey to Atlanta for, a little bit.
Good stuff.
What about you? What you living for?
As we've discussed in this episode, I've been in my feelings today and also really most of the week. And that all culminated yesterday in a viewing of All of Us Strangers. Any of our queers out there know that this is the highly buzzed Oscar contender movie that is finally going into wide release. I have not openly cried multiple times in a theater like that before. It's been a very long time, but it was the most beautiful breaking. And I don't want to say anything more than that because it is a fever dream of a movie. But between everything that happened with Annie this week, seeing you here, I'm in my feels, both good, bad, and everything. I'm just feeling everything.
Yeah.
And that movie like pushed me over the cliff.
Welcome to the experience, baby.
Yeah, I'm in it. Go see All of Us Strangers. It might, for some of you, it might be one of those movies you see once and you love and you can't see it again.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I'm gonna stop. So that's what's making me live. Tim, where can people find us?
Well, you can find us anywhere you can find Bear's Tears in in the movie theater, on this couch, in his bed, crying like Stewie. You can also find them on wearecubandchub.com.
That's right, wearecubandchub.com. If you want to support us by purchasing our merchandise, if you want to just find out where you can listen to us, if you want to look at certain events that are coming up, like we're going to be at Barracuda.
Yes, the Winter Beef Ball.
The Winter Beef Ball in Atlanta at Heretic, February 17th.
Yes.
Also, Cannonball Bash just posted that they have news coming very soon. So I think Cannonball is going to be posting their tickets for their event in October and November.
It's going to be a splash.
It's going to be amazing. So, yeah, cubandchub.com. You can also send us your emails at wearecubandchub@gmail.com. Again, that's wearecubandchub@gmail.com.
Yes, we want to hear from you. Bear, I love you very, 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 very much.
I love you so much, Timothy. Thank you for being here yet again. You are always welcome.
You know.
And our podcasts are just so much more fun when we're in person. Let's just be honest.
Truly. I mean, there is a light that shines special for you and me.
That's right. Everybody, we love you so much. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.